Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing. And if you're just visiting, please consider subscribing. Okay, so let's do another haul. It's been, I don't know, approximately a couple of months since I've done the last one. And so I've accumulated some fragrances that I'm going to share with you today. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about each one, like look at the notes, things like that. You know, some of these I've featured in recent videos already. Some of them are going to be in upcoming videos as well. And by the way, you know, I never really mentioned my Instagram on YouTube. I don't know why, but I'll mention it now. I've been a lot more active on Instagram in recent months. You know, I post pretty much on a daily basis. And if you want to find out sooner about my new purchases or what I think about them, then definitely join me on Instagram because, you know, I usually share these as they arrive, and it takes a while to accumulate enough to do one big haul. So if you're not following me on Instagram, definitely join me there. You know, there is a lot of good content there. And like I said, you can find out about my new purchases much sooner. Anyways, now let's start with the haul. So first fragrance in this haul is going to be Milk from Commodity. Now, I've mentioned this fragrance in sort of my favorite look tonic scents video that I did maybe a few months ago. And at that time I had a sample that my friend Julia sent me. I never paid attention to this house at all and this fragrance for some reason. I don't know, I just didn't. And she sent me a sample and I totally fell in love with it and knew I had to have a full bottle. So I purchased it and, you know, I've had it for a bit now and I've really been enjoying it. I've worn it quite a few times already. So here's the bottle. I know they have like, in each line, they have like 3 different scents, like, I don't know, expressive, regular, I don't know, whatever. I don't understand that. But I basically purchased the middle one. Like, I think the strongest one has the plus here and the lightest one is in white bottle. And this is the one that's in the middle. Horrible explanation, but you know, that was kind of something that really annoyed me about Commodity in general is these, like they have milk, but they have 3 different types of milk. Like, I don't know, seems a little strange. Anyways, that's completely off topic. I purchased it. I love it. It's amazing look tonic scent. It's sweet. It's milky. It's a little bit spicy. Just outstanding. Beautiful performance. Absolutely beautiful performance. It lasts. It projects. It's outstanding. So I have really been enjoying this one. Next, I got a fragrance from my wish list, and this one is without a box because I usually try to keep boxes for like haul videos, but I couldn't find a box from this one, so you'll forgive me. I'm just going to show you the bottle, and it is Trajan. You know, when I did my last wish list where I mentioned this fragrance, you know, some people said, yeah, it's great. Some people said, no, it's too similar to BR 5540. If you're not a fan of that, you're probably not going to like this one. And, you know, I still wanted to try it. And I have to tell you, I am thrilled that I got this one. Because, yes, it does have vibe of BR 540, but to me, it is so much better. And it is quite different. Like, it's so deliciously citrusy and like sweet in a citrusy way. And it just smells so much more pleasant than BR 540. I don't know. You know, many people say that this is better and I would have to agree. I think this is much better. I've worn it a lot since I got it. My husband has worn it. We're both loving this scent. It's beautiful. So far, my experience with Electimus has been excellent. This is my 3rd purchase from them, and I love all 3 that I have. So yeah, I would say for those of you that, like me, are not fans of Baccarat Rouge, give this one a try. You might enjoy it. Okay, next, I have a fragrance that I showed to you already in one of my testing videos. I think when I was testing like Vanilla Gourmand scents, and I showed this one there. But now I'm gonna officially show it to you in a whole, and that is Vani Charnel from Epico. So it comes in this box. Inside of this one, there is of course another one, or rather, it's not a box. It's kind of like this styrofoam case, which I can't take out. Okay. All right. There you go. There it is. Let's open it. Okay, it's upside down. There we go. There's the bottle. Let me take it out. So I've already kind of spoken about this scent. This is this kind of sweet vanilla caramel type of scent. You know, if you're interested to know the details, check out that video. I'm going to link it somewhere up here. Now, one thing I will add, when I did that video, this fragrance was very new. I had it for like a couple of days. And I mentioned in that video that the scent was very light, like it didn't project too much, it didn't last long. Well, I have to say that I've let the scent stand for like 2-3 weeks, and then I tried it again, and I've had major improvement in performance. It was so much stronger than it was initially. So yes, right now I have to say that performance has improved drastically. It is much stronger. Now, the scent itself, well, no, it hasn't changed. It is still this, you know, pretty simple, straightforward vanilla that I am slightly disappointed in, because I was looking for something a little bit more interesting. But I have to say that performance is on par. It definitely improved. I guess it just needed to sort of stand around for a bit of time and kind of calm down after the travels. And now, yes, the lasting power and the sillage are much better. Now, next one. Here I have an inexpensive purchase, and that is Camera from Latte. So, you know, very heavy, sturdy box. I mean, this is obviously an inexpensive purchase. Let's open it. When you see the bottle, you right away know what it reminds you of, but don't jump to any conclusions yet. When this fragrance first came out and everyone started talking about it, I right away was turned off. I didn't pay any attention because, you know, people were saying, and obviously by the bottle, you can tell this is, I guess they were aiming to create a dupe for Kilian's Angel Share. And, you know, I've said that many times before, I don't like dupes. I don't do dupes. And so I kind of dismissed this fragrance when it first came out, and I wasn't paying any attention. Then I started hearing that this scent might look like Angel Share, but it doesn't smell like Angel Share. Many people were saying that this smells completely different, that it's a standalone scent. And that's when I started paying attention, and I thought, okay, if it is really not a dupe of Angel Share, I really want to try it. Like, I want to see why people are loving this so much. So I purchased it, I tried it, and I have to agree. This is not a dupe. In my books, it is not a dupe at all. It smells different. This is a completely standalone fragrance. It is not Angel Share, in my opinion. In fact, I'll tell you a short little story. You know, sometimes we play these games with my family where, you know, they let me sort of blind test my fragrances, see if I can guess them. And this was one of the fragrances that they chose. And so when I was smelling it, I right away said this one. And I didn't even have any doubts. Angel Share never even popped into my head. I knew that it was this one. So they're truly not the same. This is a standalone scent. And you know what? It is quite lovely. It is really nice. Like, it's so like punchy. There's something really punchy in the scent. And it's, by the way, performance is excellent. Absolutely excellent. It's very strong. it's like sweet and a little bit woody and kind of fruity. I think there are some fruits in here. Like, again, I'm not really looking at the notes. And is it boozy? It's not really all that boozy, maybe a touch, but definitely not as much as Angel Share. It's a little bit spicy, you know, but it's different. Like, it's completely, in my mind, different from Angel Share. So if you're thinking that it's a dupe, don't. In my opinion, it looks like Angel Share, but it doesn't smell like it. Next, it's a fragrance that I talked about in one of my last testing videos. And I said that I really liked it and I needed a full bottle, and I purchased a full bottle. And that is Basilica from Milano Fragranze. This is a stunning lactonic, incensey type of scent. So here's the box. And you know, the fragrances from this house are really relatively inexpensive in a niche world. So this was really, really, you know, relatively decent price as far as niche goes. So here's the bottle. So you know that I already have Panettone. Is it Panettone or Panettone? I've been calling it Panettone, but I have a feeling the right way to pronounce it is Panettone. Somebody who knows, please tell me in the comments so I will start pronouncing the right way. But anyways, this one is gorgeous. I've already talked about it in a testing video, so I'm not going to go into the details. If you know, want to find out more, check out that video. But like I said, it's lactonic, it's incensey, smoky, with a slight kind of a savory touch in the opening. Beautiful, beautiful scent. Really thrilled to have it. Now, we even have a designer scent in here. Can you believe it? And it's another one that I tested in one of the latest testing videos, and then I purchased the full bottle. And that is the new Valentino Donna Born in Roma Intense. And this kind of has been getting mixed reviews. I know there are many people who are not loving this one. They're saying that the original one is better. Well, we all have different taste. For me, original was always okay, but nothing special. I never had a full bottle. This one, however, I really, really like. As soon as I tested it, I knew that I really, really loved it, and I wanted to have a full bottle. And you know, to be honest, I don't buy designer fragrances all that often these days, you know. I just gravitate more towards niche just because, not saying that they're better. That's just my preference at the moment, but this one I really wanted to have. And to me, this has vibes. In fact, when I first smelled it, I said, you know, this really smells like Jean-Paul Gaultier fragrance. Like, to me, it's some kind of mix between La Belle and Scandale à Paris. Like, I have both of those and I love them. And I feel like if you combine the two, you kind of get this. I don't know why, but that's how I feel about it. It's ambery, sweet, floral. There is jasmine here that's quite prominent, which is surprising, and I still really, really like it. Very kind of evening, sexy, seductive type of scent. Anyways, I really liked it, and I wanted to have a bottle, so I got it. Now, if you watched my video about fragrances that I changed my mind about, you know, some from love to hate, others from hate to love, you might have seen this shocker in there, and that is Cherry Punk from room 1015. For those that haven't watched that video, I strongly suggest that you check it out, because that will give you the full story of how and why this fragrance ended up in my collection, but it did. I'm not going to repeat the story here. This is a partial bottle that I purchased from someone, but it came, you know, in full presentation. So here it is. You can see that there isn't that much of juice left in here, but that was fine for this purchase. So there you go. Again, if you're interested to know how this whole thing happened, check out that video. Next, we have another fragrance that I have tested previously. You can see that there are a lot of fragrances that I've tested in here, and less blind buys. That's what I'm doing these days. And I mentioned in the video when I was testing it that I absolutely fell in love with it, needed to have a bottle, couldn't find a bottle anywhere. Like, most places that carry it don't ship to Canada. There was one online store that I found that did ship, but the fragrance was out of stock. And then again, I was able to purchase a partial bottle from someone in a fragrance group. So that's what I did, and I'm so thrilled to have it. This is Bianco Latte from Giardini di Toscana. There you go. Here's the box. Very simple packaging and presentation. Here's the bottle. So yeah, I got it. I'm thrilled to have it. This is an amazing kind of vanilla caramel type of scent. Outstanding performance, kind of on the beastly side, to be honest. I wore it recently, and you know, even my husband, who's used to me wearing heavy scents and kind of overspraying, said, "Whoo, spraying a little too much today." You know, he almost felt like it was too much. So this is so strong, so delicious, so beautiful. You know, I mentioned that I've tested quite a few of these kind of like sort of pure vanilla type of scents, or vanilla with caramel types of scents, and in my opinion, out of all of them, this is by far the best. This is my favorite for sure, and that's the one that I would recommend. And we are down to 2 last fragrances, both from the same house. One of them I tested and one was a blind buy. Now, I've wanted these for a long time, as soon as they came out. And once I tested, you know, the first one, I sort of felt like, okay, if I'm loving this one, I sort of feel like I'm going to love the other one too. And so I decided, well, if I am making a purchase of this one, I'm going to blind buy the other one as well. You will find out in a second if it was a smart blind buy. Now, what am I talking about? I'm talking about Stefan Umber Lucas. It's his, I guess, newest collection that comes in these really bright bottles. And the first one that I got is the one that I tested, and that is Venom Incarnat. So this is the box. You take the outside sleeve. It's a very simple white box. There you go. And the beautiful bottle is inside. Look how gorgeous it is. I just think those bottles are stunning, absolutely stunning. I mean, perhaps slightly over the top with the snakes, and I'm not a fan of snakes, but I don't know, there's just something I think stunning about these bottles. Anyways, Venom Incarnat, I'm not gonna spend time talking about the scent. I've already talked about it in the testing video. It is wild strawberry with a bit of leather. To put it simply, gorgeous scent. I love it. So happy to have a full bottle. Have worn it a few times already and enjoyed it tremendously. The second one that I blind bought when I was making a purchase of Venom Incarnat is probably the most talked about from this collection, and that is God of Fire. So exactly the same box, the same sleeve, only in this case it has that, you know, the writing is in turquoise. So let's open it. The bottle is also stunning. I just love these bright bottles. I just love them. I think they're so beautiful. So what is this one about? Well, this is a mango scent. I'll just read you a few notes on this one. It's mango, it's red berries, ginger, there is musk, oud, amber, woody notes, jasmine, a few other things. And even though I already have, you know, a few mango scents, I thought, no, I really want to try this one. Do I like it? I love it. Guys, I love this one. This was such a successful blind buy. Again, this one is getting kind of mixed reviews. It's like at first, you know, there was a lot of hype around it. And now, you know, a few people are saying it's not quite worth the hype. It's a little bit disappointing. You know, we all have different tastes. So I completely understand that. For me, I love it. I love it. And the best part is that it's not similar to any other mango scent that I have. It's different. It's really different. Like it really has that ginger and a little bit of red berries, and it has such a nice punch to it. Like I'm not getting oud in it at all. If oud scares you, I don't get oud at all. But there is something interesting happening in this scent. Beautiful performance. Both of these, the Venom Incarnat and this one, they both perform great. Great longevity, great projection, just beautiful, beautiful scents. And like I said, I've worn both of them already a few times. They performed beautifully. And I have a feeling that once the weather warms up, they will be even better, even better. I just think these would be amazing summer scents. I don't know. I think you can wear them anytime, but I just, like I said, have a feeling that in the summer, they will be extra special. So yeah, I love these two. They were, you know, quite expensive, to be honest, and hard to find, but I think they were worth it. So, you know, overall, I think this is a pretty successful haul. There's only one fragrance, which was a blind buy, that I'm kind of slightly disappointed in. I don't hate it. It's a nice scent, but it's a bit disappointing. And that is Vani Charnel from Epico. Everything else I love. And like I said, majority of these fragrances I tested first before purchasing full bottles. So, you know, I'm pretty proud of myself for doing that. You know, if you watched me even a year ago, I think majority of my purchases were blind buys, which is no longer the case. So that's my haul for today. Please, of course, as always, share with me what have you added to your collection in recent months. Are there any standouts? Anything that I need to test? Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to give me a thumbs up, to subscribe, and to comment. And I will see you soon in the next one. Bye.